Nice of you to join me. Grab a cup of chai and let's answer some of your questions. So my first question was, why did we start Assyrian Dishes? So when I was in Australia and I got married and moved to Canada, I was on the phone with my mum every day trying to get Assyrian recipes and trying to write them down. Because I had worked and studied all my life, I never had the chance to learn from my mum while I was there. And if I did wanted to learn, she would kick me out of the kitchen because she had no patience. So I said, if I don't know how to cook Assyrian food and there's not much resources out there to learn, so we thought about doing a YouTube channel on how to cook Assyrian food, and we called it Assyrian Dishes. We did a YouTube channel because we wanted to show in video style, and kids these days and young people, the young generation, are watching YouTube and like to visualize what they're doing when they're cooking. I've seen cookbooks and I've seen blogs, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just a visual kind of person. I like to see what's happening, what the ingredients and how they're making the recipe. So I said, if I like it that style, I think some people would like it that style too. I thought it would be a channel for young women, young Assyrian women who were getting married, to learn how to cook Assyrian food. But I was mistaken. There are lots of people that would like to learn Assyrian food, not just young women. There are men who don't live with their parents anymore and are away for work or for study. There are women that are away for work and study. There are older women that had always worked and studied all their life and never learned or never had a chance to learn from their mothers or aunties or grandmothers. And there are also non-Assyrians that are getting married to Assyrians, or who are partners or girlfriends or boyfriends to Assyrians, and would love to learn how to cook Assyrian food. So don't think Assyrian Dishes is only for Assyrian women wanting to learn how to cook Assyrian food. Everyone wants to learn how to cook Assyrian food, and why not? So my other question is, what is my background? I'm not a chef. I don't pretend to be a chef. I'm not professional at all, and you probably see that I make a lot of mistakes. I've always worked in real estate. I was a real estate agent for nearly 20 years in Sydney, Australia, and a lot of my followers are my old clients and past tenants or landlords. And yeah, so I've always been a real estate agent. And yeah, I just learned how to cook at home and watching videos and reading recipes and learning how to cook. As I am like you, I'm learning how to cook every single day. I do make mistakes. I have to test out recipes like 2 or 3 times. Sometimes I don't get it right the first time. So yeah, I'm learning just like you. My next question is, why don't I speak Assyrian or Arabic in the videos? Number one, I don't speak Arabic. I left Iraq when I was born in Iraq. I left Iraq when I was about 4 years old, and I went to Australia when I was 6. So we've always spoken Assyrian at home, and so I don't speak Arabic. And most of the videos that I tried to learn how to cook Assyrian food or Middle Eastern food, they were mostly in Arabic, and I don't understand the ingredients or directions, and I had to get my husband to translate it to me. Hamzaman Surith, and I have Italy videos Hamzaman Surith. بس لا يعني دو خرابة videos go Surith because إتلن رابن نخراية أجبيلة يعني قد لابي بشلي خالانة سوراية وقمولا يعني بيخ أنا videos قد راب برجانة خازي لأنا videos يعني كنت ملت. The next question is, why don't I talk instead of having background music in the videos? Number one, I have 3 kids, so with them running around and making a lot of noise, it's very hard for us to film and cook at the same time. So, and the second thing is because we don't want the videos to take so long and me blabbing and talking and saying this is what you do now and this is how much you put now and this and that and this is how you roll a dough. So we'd like to make the videos short and simple, about 2 to 3 minutes. Me blabbing along, I think it's gonna just waste more time. So yeah, that's why I don't talk much, just at the introduction and at the end. By the way, I like the music in the background. The next thing is there are different variations of the recipes. Of course, the way I make it and the way my mum makes it, or the way your parents or your auntie or your grandmother made it, is always different. There's no one particular way to make it, but I try to make the recipes as a basic foundation, and then it's up to you to add or take out anything that you're used to. So that was another comment. Different countries, of course, make that particular recipe different way. There's a Lebanese, the Palestinians, Syrian dish, Turkish. So they all originated from the Middle East. So there's no wrong or right way to do it. It's just different ways to make it. So don't be particular. My next question is, who assisted me with these recipes and who are my inspirations? Well, number one is my mum from Australia, and she's been telling me or giving me these recipes over the phone when I first started learning how to make رز خوارة, رز smoka, and then biryani. She's helped me with the shorbe, like the stews, dikhwa, bushala, and girdo. And then I have my mother-in-law, of course, who has helped me make kubbat morsel and kubbat hamad. They do give me the recipes and the instructions, but then I have to test it out once or twice because, of course, mothers don't give you the exact measurements, so I have to test them out with the right measurements. Plus, they sometimes give me the recipes of how they make it, but then I change it a little bit of how my family's taste is. So if they add something, maybe I won't add it in. But everyone's, family or taste is different. I've had a lot of people also asking me if I can substitute or have alternatives to some Assyrian recipes into making them gluten-free or vegetarian, vegan, soma food, did I say vegetarian? Yeah. So I've made up a playlist in the YouTube channel. So if you go into the playlist, I'll have all the recipes in those categories. I've also got keto, so keto, low carb Assyrian food. So why not? So last summer I said, let's start gardening. I wanted to grow my own vegetables, and we started this other Assyrian Dishes gardening channel, and I learned how to, and it was my first time too. So I learned how to grow my own tomatoes, cucumbers, lettuce, and eggplants and peppers. It was great fun. Spring onions, radishes. So if you're wanting to learn how to grow your own vegetable garden, check out our Assyrian Dishes gardening channel. In regards to special guests, I would love to have everyone come in as a special guest in the Assyrian Dishes kitchen. In the meantime, I've had Linda George, a famous Assyrian singer who made us a beautiful salmon dish and an LG salad. I'd love her to come in again to make us another recipe. But yeah, I would love to have more special guests in the future. We also love enjoying to participate in Assyrian Community festivals like picnics during summertime in Toronto in Canada. During July, August, September, we love doing barbecues and making salads and biryani and a pot of dolma. Why not? Enjoying the Assyrian music and the Assyrian singers. We've also gone to Australia and enjoyed picnics there. There's also religious events. There's also Nusardel in Hamilton. That's great fun with the kids with the water balloons. Yeah, when there's a community or Assyrian event, we love hanging around and participating. Another question we get all the time is, why don't we open up an Assyrian Dishes restaurant or a catering business? We don't have time. I have 3 kids and my husband works, and yeah, being a restaurant owner, you would be tied up to that restaurant 24 hours. So we don't have time, and I'm showing you how to make these recipes so you can make them at home, so you don't have to eat takeout food. I love all your support, and I do love supporting other Assyrians in the community that show their love for Assyrian food. I love supporting Shmuni from What Are You Cooking? She's an Instagrammer. Lisa from Seven Spiced Life. Hilda from Hilda's Kitchen blog. Catherine from Cardamom and Tea. Torina from Assyrian Kitchen. Moses, which I met from Zarted Gardens in Fresno, California. Sophia from Maya Cupcakes. And yeah, I love also Syrian traditional cooking. She's in Germany, but I don't know her name. So yeah, so they're all my go-to people too. We'd also like to say, sorry we haven't posted any videos on YouTube lately. I've just been a bit busy with the kids' school activities. My husband's been busy at work. So yeah, we haven't had much time lately, and we just wanted a break. If there's a particular recipe that you would like us to do a video on, which I had posted on Instagram or Facebook, let us know and we'll try to make the video as soon as possible. If you've made it this far and I haven't bored you yet and you have a question that I haven't answered, please let me know in the questions or send me a message and I'll try to answer it for you. In the meantime, happy cooking everyone!